Hey guys, it's Nadine. Oh, so I have been on with this autoimmune protocol thing that I talked to you guys about before. I have been on this kick with kale. So when I've been shopping in like the healthier sections of the grocery store, I saw that they have these kale chips, and they have them in all different kind of flavors. But it's kind of expensive. It's like $5 for like a little bag of kale chips, and I'm just like, eh. So what I was doing was I was researching on YouTube and online for different kale recipes, and I found some. And I tried to make it in the oven, which I will show you guys, but I was not successful. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if my oven temperature is wonky or what, but they burned and they were not evenly cooked. So my girlfriend Kat, she's actually Lady Cat on, I don't know if it's on YouTube or IG. I will link for her below. She mentioned to me that she got a dehydrator. And my stepsister also told me the same thing. She had a dehydrator. She's like, oh, I have a dehydrator, but her boyfriend makes it for her, so that's like totally cheating. And she said it comes out really, really good. So what I did was I actually went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and I bought a dehydrator, and it was regular $63.99, I think, but then I used a 20% off coupon for Bed Bath & Beyond, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know this, the Bed Bath & Beyond coupons never expire. So if you guys get one, just don't worry about it. You can use it whenever. So I had the 20% coupon. I used that for this dehydrator, which I will link for still pictures and everything in the description box below. I mean, in this frame right here. I will also link for the exact dehydrator in the description box, so if you guys are interested, you can go pick it up. And it ended up coming out to be like $41, which is like awesome because I was pricing around, and there's another dehydrator from, oh, I can't remember the company or the brand, but it was at Walmart and it was like $50. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this one is actually cheaper than Walmart. So I bought the one from Bed Bath & Beyond. And it has 4 trays in it, and I'm going to show you guys the video in here so that you guys can see. But to me, oh my gosh, to make the kale chips in the dehydrator is so easy, and it's way less expensive to actually make the chips than to buy it. So if you guys are interested in kale chips, stay tuned for my video, and I will link for everything in the description box below. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye! I am going to do an unboxing of this Nesco dehydrator and jerky maker. So let's get started. And this is kind of like an impromptu unboxing because I figure you guys might want to see what the heck this thing actually is. So this is what it looks like when you open the box. It's already kind of put together. So I'm going to just slide the box over and then slide it out so that you guys can take a look. And we're filming in my kitchen today, and it's really overcast, so the lighting may not be that great. So this is what it looks like, and basically the cover's all wrapped up, and so I'm going to kind of use my box cutter to open the tape. And you're going to hear fidgeting in the background because my kids are home and it's summertime. So let's see, let's take off. So this is the cover, and here is all of the temperature settings that you'll need to use when dehydrating whatever. And then here's a temperature guide, and it tells you herbs and spices, nuts and seeds, crafts, fruits and vegetables, meat, fish, and jerky. So, and then here is the cord, and this is an electric one, so not one that you have to kind of like leave out for days and days and days. And then this one has 1, 2, I don't know what this piece is for, but I'll figure it out. 3, 4 trays, and then here is the recipe book. So I wanted to show you guys what this thing looked like, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with it. So stay tuned. This is the kind of kale I purchased in a big bag at Walmart. It was very inexpensive, maybe like $4. It is already cleaned and taken off the hard stems, which is really what I love. So now I just dumped out the contents of the kale from the bag into this stainless steel bowl, and I have some tongs that I like to click a bazillion times before I actually use them. And then I have some light brown sesame oil that you can get at any Asian market or Walmart, and some kosher salt. Now I've heard that you can do a lot of things or put a lot of different seasonings onto your kale chips. However, because this is my first time making kale chips, I'm just going to keep it simple and just do the sesame oil and some kosher salt. So what you do is you just drizzle some sesame oil, I think about 2 or 3 tablespoons over the kale, just so that it drizzles it very nicely and is not quite overpowering. Then I just add about a tablespoon of kosher salt or sea salt or whatever kind of salt you have, not iodized salt though. And then I go ahead and use my tongs and toss everything around. Now the next thing you're going to do is you want to start with the bottom layer of the dehydrator. So I'm going to take off every single layer, and I figured out that this little plastic part right there, that's actually the drip pan. But I'm not going to use that for this kale chips. So I just go ahead and put the very first lower ring onto the dehydrator, and I nicely put some kale all the way around the ring, keeping some space in between the kale chips so that the air can flow nicely through and dehydrate everything evenly, because the last thing you want is for your kale chips to be uneven. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put a second ring and go ahead and use the rest of my kale chips that I have in this batch up and move it around so that again everything is even. So now here's a quick tip. If you're just buying your kale straight off the stalk and you have to cut it and rinse it yourself, just go ahead and put it on a sheet pan lined with some paper towel, and then let it sit there to dry a little bit before you actually dehydrate it, because you don't want to dehydrate wet kale. That's going to take it forever to dry out. So the best thing is to actually have dry kale leaves or kale pieces so that it makes drying time or dehydrating time much less. So as you can see here, I'm just going to continue the process of making more kale chips with the sesame oil and sea salt, and putting it on the individual layers so that I use up whatever kale that I have left. And I end up actually using all 4 layers of the dehydrator, which is really fabulous because I'm not quite sure how much kale kale chips I'm actually going to end up with. So I just keep repeating the process again until I have used up all of my kale. Now when I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and place the cover over it with the little motor on the top, plug it in, and I'm going to set the dial to 115 degrees. This is done. Let's take off the cover and see. It's really crispy. Tastes pretty good. My kid's laughing at me. But look at how much they shrunk down. See that? There's like so much room in between them now. And I have four trays of this. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to store this. Be right back. So now I just bought this cute little container from Walmart. It is an airtight sealed container. And I'm just going to add my kale chips to this, and this should store it for a few days, which I highly doubt it's going to last that long anyways. But that's it. Making these kale chips was so very easy. I highly recommend it. Also, the dehydrator that I purchased was awesome. I look forward to making more of these and trying different flavors with them. I hope you give this a try as well. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, or you can even private message me. Thanks again for watching.